Hey everybody, Dodie Ainsley from BT BOCES, and I wanted to take a moment to talk to you about parent summaries and adding parents or guardians in Google Classroom. So just so that you all understand what this looks like, if your Google Classroom if your domain is not synced with your student management system, then the guardians, parents won't be pushed into Google Classroom. And that is the case in our region. So when you go to people in your Google Classroom, you have your students and your teachers. And you'll notice here, first of all, it says email guardians. If your domain is not set up with Gmail and that connection, you will not be able to email guardians through Google Classroom. It's best to email them through your student management system like School Tool or eSchool anyway. So I would suggest you email them through there. So inviting guardians. So how do you go about it? So it's very simple. You can click invite guardian and you can copy and paste their email in here and click invite. What that does is it initiates an email that is sent to that guardian, and they will get the email and it'll say, hey, Mrs. Smith has invited you to see your son's summaries from Google Classroom. Do you agree? Do you accept? They accept or not. And then they get the choice of whether it's daily or weekly summaries. And so then once they accept, then you will see them listed in here. You'll see the actual guardian listed in there. But here's the thing. So what we're hearing is that people are saying, well, all of a sudden these guardians appeared, and what's that? I didn't add them. So the guardians are attached to the student. So therefore, if Mrs. Jones and I are teaching on the same team and we both teach Johnny, I add Johnny's parents to my Google Classroom. That means that Mrs. Jones now, when she logs in and sees Johnny, Johnny will have the guardian attached because it's by student, not by class. Okay. So maybe you say, hey, well, that's great, but I'm new to Google Classroom and I'm not sure I want summaries to go out to my guardians. How can I delete the guardian from my course? Not the best idea. I would say don't delete the guardian from your course because you might get in trouble with the person that added the guardian, because once you delete it, it's deleted from the system and they would have to add it again. But there is a way around that. So in your classroom, you have a gear setting up here. So you can click on that gear and you'll scroll down and you'll see here, guardian summaries. Oh, I can turn them on or off. So right now they're on. I could turn them off so that even if the guardians are in there, they will not get the summary of my class in there. Okay. So if you want to see an example, by the way, there's an example here, which is very cool. If you open it up, you'll see that they'll actually show you what this might look to the parent. So here's a Google class summary, weekly summary for Felix, August 1st through the 5th, and it shows student work, missed, it shows what's coming up, and then notice it shows each course, U.S. History, American Literature, Marine Biology. Wow, this is a great course load right here for this kid. So anyway, so this is what the parent will see. All right. At this point, you can't pick and choose. This is what they see, right? So if you decide, hey, I'm not sure I want that summary to go out right now, then uncheck this in settings. And remember, that was up at the top of your course in the gear. And you just click on that and go down and you'll see the setting for summaries. So I hope that helps you understand how classes are set up with guardians and how if you add them, they are attached to the student, not to the course. So you'll see them if someone else adds them. On another note, if you are adding them specifically, please be careful that you make sure you add the right guardian to the right student for obvious reasons. So always check, make sure that your guardians are correct, and then they'll be getting those summaries in their email. Okay, I hope that was useful, and be well, and have a good night.